My name is Thomas von Gall. My story begins in the summer of 1942. On my 11th birthday, I was visiting my grandfather in the south of France. The country was already invaded by Hitler's army. This shouldn't be a child's story. Last night, Mother was in a cave. I was scared to go near her, but I plucked up my courage and gave her a kiss. I asked her about my father, but she answered in a language I couldn't understand. Do dreams mean anything?
Everything in our lives means something. We have to find out what. We don't always succeed.
Did you know my father?
No, I never met him.
Why did you leave him?
You know what? You don't need to try to understand women. You just love them.
Perhaps you left him for some reason I'm too young to understand.
Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Bruno.
Here to celebrate?
I'm going to pick some flowers. I didn't bring a present.
Old Thomas to young Thomas. Happy birthday, my boy.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Grandpa. Shall we have a game?
Bruno? Thomas, darling. I have a big surprise for you. Your mother sent me to fetch you.
Catherine.
Really, Kathy? You mean it? You'll take me to her?
She'd never dream of not being with you on your birthday. Come on, hurry up.
Run and get your jacket. It's me they want. You two leave by the cellar. Take the bottom meal path.
How will I find Maria?
She'll find you. Protect Thomas, whatever happens.
Where's Grandfather?
Come on, Thomas, we've got to go. Right now.
On my chessboard.
Thomas!
Did they kill him?
No. No one can harm him. No one. He's very special.
I want those names. I want the details of those accounts.
That's enough. You were an eminent banker, Herr von Gall. You have Prussian blood. You descend from a distinguished Aryan family, yet your behavior and that of your daughter defies our logic. Come to your senses, cooperate with us. The Führer is bound to forgive you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
700 million Reichsmark, Herr von Gall. Is that the correct amount, or is it even more you've stashed away? You're a traitor. You to hide Jews' money and use it to help them flee, Jews and other riffraff. I demand that you give us the names and access to the relevant Swiss bank accounts. Then I can guarantee you an honorable and peaceful retirement.
Your breath stinks, Klaus.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, if you don't talk, we will have to find your daughter Maria and question her. But don't worry, we will give you a ringside seat to the show.
It wasn't your breath. It's your soul, Klaus.
I really don't understand what meaning life has for you.
Bring some in.
You underestimate us, von Gall.
I've never made such a precise estimation.
Why don't we all just leave France?
Because the only way to keep hope alive is by resisting.
I'm scared, Catherine.
We're all scared.
Mummy too?
Maybe not. I don't think Maria's ever been scared of anything.
Thomas! Mummy!
Much I missed you. You've grown so much in that time at all.
7 months isn't no time at all. Why did they kill Grandpa?
They haven't killed him. Close your eyes. Listen to his voice. Even a tree has hope. If it is cut down, it can grow again. Its seed doesn't die.
My grandpa's seed.
You and children like you will live in a better world.
What about Daddy?
What about him?
You never tell me about him. Why?
Well, there's not a lot to tell.
We were too young, we hardly knew each other. That's the whole truth. Then you came along. Have you ever drank champagne?
Is 11 old enough to drink champagne?
If you're with me. You are the only man in my life.
Am I really the only man in your life?
The one and only.
Is God the author of evil? With this question, St. Augustine begins his dialogue on free will. He asks his God, are you the author of evil? He finds no answer, except that every wicked man is responsible for his own wicked actions. The Marquis de Sade sneeringly replies that evil is essential to the vicious organization of this universe, and that happiness seeks confrontation with the unhappiness and suffering of others. Yes, with the suffering of people. Excuse me. I'm tired. So, over. You checkmated me.
Professor Lemler?
Yes, that's me.
I'm Connor Gartz. I handle the Reich's finances. May I?
Sure.
What do you remember of her?
The eyes.
The eyes are nothing else. Nothing else.
Intelligent. Very.
Your favorite student?
I haven't seen her for God knows how many years.
11th professor, if my information is correct. But don't worry, hardly anyone's seen her since then. Your favorite student has become a very dangerous person.
She was promising, but not to that extent. You're not going to tell me, Colonel, that the Third Reich is afraid of Maria von Gall.
No. It just wants the 700 million marks she uses to help those who shouldn't be helped. And somehow I have the impression that you're the right person to find her, Professor.
I write books?
I know. I haven't read a single one of them. See, I'm a numbers man. Nevertheless, I believe in elective affinities. And Maria von Gall...
What if I refuse?
Christa Eitenmüller was murdered in Heidelberg on the 2nd of May, 1938. Do you remember her?
Of course I do. Poor Christa. She was a brilliant student and full of hope.
See, I can easily buy or fabricate enough evidence to convict you not only of Christa's, but 100 crimes. Oh, and Professor, there is an SS detachment looking for Maria von Gall led by a certain Jürgen Müller, but as I told you, I believe in elective affinities, in intelligence rather than brute force. In your intelligence, Lemle, you will find this woman for me.
The rock is strong and you're light. Press your body against the cliff. Grab onto it. And it won't let you fall.
Hey, Mummy.
Yes.
Do I have to learn to climb mountains to be the way you want me to be?
No. But we'll keep on trying tomorrow and the next day and the next. Until your hands are no longer scratched and you're not scared anymore.
I won't be scared anymore?
No. You'll never be scared again. Give your grandfather a smile. You're better than I ever dreamed you'd be when you were still inside me.
Are you going to carry me down?
Yes.
Ow! It bit me! It was an adder! It bit me!
You have to make a cut. You've got your knife. Make a cut. Come on, Thomas, you don't have much time. Make a deep cut, suck up the blood and spit.
I can't!
Cut, Thomas! Cut! Proud of you, Thomas. You were very brave.
You'd have let me die.
No, my darling. It wasn't an adder. It was just a cedar grass snake. Why? Forgive me! You're a very intelligent boy, Thomas. But I need to know that you can be very, very strong, too.
Love, you mean? Love is part of mystery, and mystery part of madness.
I think of love as a gentle, peaceful thing rather than madness.
Love is not at all a peaceful thing. It isn't gentleness, trust, and comfort. It isn't understanding, kindness, and respect. Love means reaching man's limits.
Professor, you sound so...
So romantic?
I'd say perhaps ridiculous.
I don't like to be ridiculous. Not...
It really doesn't take much to turn esteem into scorn.
Why don't you tell his father?
Because his father doesn't even know he exists.
Well, maybe it's time he did.
He would hate me if he knew.
Then go somewhere safe together. Drop out of sight for a while.
What about the war, Catherine? There's tragedy and death out there. There are 30,000 Jews in the maritime Alps alone. Children torn from their mothers' arms.
People herded into trains like cattle and bound for the gas chambers.
Not to mention the thousands of starving, defenseless young men hiding in the woods and caves.
Maria, Thomas needs to be sent somewhere safe too.
That thought's obsessed me ever since he was born. But no one knows about him. He's never been in a hospital. I sent him to school in England under a false name.
There's no official proof of his existence. What better protection could there be?
Are you leaving this place?
Yes.
If ever you need anything, remember. Anything at all.
Catherine, you're an angel. I'll call you at your parents'.
I want to hear from you at least once a week. Promise me.
I promise. There's $500,000 here for the trucks and the Mont-Saint-Marsan crossing. Tomorrow night we'll move to Beaucaire, to the Tassard.
Who is he?
The chess champion. Wait for me here.
How do you get to be a chess champion?
Takes a good memory, sir. An imagination. You should never trust your opponent. You have to be crafty too.
I'll never be a chess champion then.
I've decided to trust you with a very important secret. Just as your grandfather entrusted it to me. You're going to memorize numbers, names, and codes. They give access to Swiss bank accounts, to the money we use to save many lives.
I don't want them to kill you.
No one's going to kill me.
How can you be sure of that?
Because I have you.
What was the matter with that woman?
She'd lost her son.
How? Are you afraid to tell me?
Yes. He was a baby boy. Only a few months. At that age, if you're hungry, you scream. If your mother has no milk, you scream. There were 30 of them hiding. The Nazis just above their heads. The life of that boy against the lives of all the others. You understand, don't you, Thomas? This nightmare has to end and never return. And no sacrifice is too great.
We're going to be parted again, aren't we?
I'm not happy. Where will you go?
Nowhere. I'll travel.
What is it?
Something I wrote during the holidays. In France, they were kind enough to publish it.
It is not wise to confuse dreams with delusions. You're pregnant.
Certainly not. Where on earth did you get that idea?
There's a maternal glow around you.
Monsieur Lamley?
Monsieur Awry?
Drink?
Yes, please. We Germans could never manage to make such exotic aftershave. But you should put it on at least 20 minutes before going out.
Did you just want to smell me? Or there's something else?
Have you ever heard of Christine Gabriel, Véronique Lescaut, Sophie Labarthe? Well, they are all one person, whose real name is Maria von Gall.
Why are you looking for her?
She's a very beautiful, exceptionally intelligent woman. You should hear her analyze Plato. You do know Plato?
Who is he, a boxer?
Fisticuffs were not his specialty. For warriors like you, Plato recommends music and gymnastics, but no poetry.
I hate intelligent women. Are you in love with Madame von Gall?
Yes.
Are we supposed to save her or kill her?
You help me to find her. That's all you have to do.
Where do we start?
With a boy or a girl, aged 11. Now, that's a mother.
Bio 77 5190. 666. GH46. Access Bach 99.
You should write novels.
I presume that's not intended as a compliment, but still, you are quite right. Maria von Gall would make a perfect heroine, a fighter, a philosopher. But even philosophers and fighters would rush to save their children. We have to find that child.
Supposing you're wrong.
You will be well paid for your trouble.
2 million for the child. And then 1 million for the mother. Another 1 million for each of my men who dies. Travel, accommodation, meals, and ammunition to be paid by you.
You'll be fine at the farm. You'll see. Every time you look into this mirror, I'll know you're thinking of me. I wish I could have given you a better childhood.
I won't disappoint you.
One day we'll be an ordinary mother and her son. Happy together. One day soon. I promise.
The last time I saw you, you were still picking your nose.
You know, I can remember helping you into this world as if it was yesterday. When most babies pop out, they look like old men. And my, how they wail. But you were smiling.
Now stop your chattering, woman. You'll ruin his appetite.
Would you like something else? What about some eggs?
I think I better go to the bathroom. You mustn't cry. You mustn't cry. You mustn't cry.
Mom? Dad?
Your parents are with me.
Who are you? What do you want?
Maria von Gall.
I don't know her.
But you knew her father well. Thomas von Gall.
Code 6879 9234 JP. Hands wet back.
In 1936, a boy aged about 4 suddenly turned up here. The farmer and his wife said he was a grandchild. The boy spent 3 years here.
During the Spanish Civil War.
He suddenly reappeared a few weeks ago.
The boy's not here. Henri's coming. Come on. He can't be far.
Code 768892397GH. Johann Watts. Access Leo 999. Not one tiny mistake, Mummy.
Thomas, come with me. I'm Michele. It's my job to protect you.
I don't believe you.
Hey.
No! No!
Don't be scared.
No!
Don't be scared.
No, let go!
They all talk sooner or later.
You are the expert.
I love the smell of burning wood.
I saw him! Let's go!
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
Ich liebe mein Führer. Ich bin stolz, Komm zu sprechen. Ich liebe mein
Monsieur le commissaire?
Madame von Friedrich.
You've no idea how far I traveled to meet you. But perhaps I'm bothering you.
Indeed, madame. I'm quite dazzled by such beauty. Please come in. Your husband, the general, called me. How can I help you?
Call them up here. Go to the window.
Move!
Bitte! Entschuldigung! Wollen Sie...
Kommen Sie her, schnell.
Kommen Sie her, schnell! Schnell bitte! A pretty woman like you.
How far away could you hit an apple?
200 yards?
Why are you doing this for me?
There is fascism in my country, Italy. Your mother saved my family. My gun will always be trained on her enemies. Always.
Where's my mother now?
She's fine.
Stay there. Yes. They're just leaving. What?
Thomas is safe. Michele is taking him to Burgos.
How did it happen?
My poor madame. A woman like you, picking the wrong side for a pack of little Jews and gypsies.
Shut up! A pig like you should die right now.
Catherine. How are you? You look terrible.
She hasn't called.
Eat. Eat. If Maria von Gall doesn't turn up in the next 2 days, I'll rip your parents' tongues out. Don't cry. This is war. You have to be strong. You must not love.
Le batons.
An apple at 200 yards. Professor Burgo.
Hello, Thomas. I was expecting you. Come in. So, you're Maria's son. Are you hungry? I made some ratatouille.
No, thank you, sir. I'm very tired. I'd rather go to bed.
Well, come.
Elle jouait avec sa chatte. Et c'était merveilleux de voir la main blanche et la blanche patte s'ébattre dans le noir.
One dead, one wounded. Unnecessary. Totally unnecessary.
A child and a skilled marksman on a lousy truck. Where would they hide in your novel?
When Maria von Gall used to come to my lectures in Munich, I dreamt of her eyes every night. They hounded me.
L'autre aussi faisait la sucrée.
I am Maria von Gall.
Oh, great. We found her.
Someone, I don't know who, has found out about my child. I have to hide my treasure immediately. I'll choose a town nearby, a comfortable apartment, a couple of brand new grandparents.
Could you give us the address, madame?
Not yet, but I know which town. The university town, Aix-en-Provence. Maria published a brilliant little study there.
How does your novel end?
Evil possesses man, possesses him against his will. That's what Platon says.
Of course. Is he queer?
Aha, you found the book.
Yeah, Treasure Island.
Old people are the ones who can't sleep, not young boys like you.
Do you play chess?
Ah. I'll give you a lesson. But you have to eat first. We'll have a good time together. You'll see.
It was published by this university in 1931. Can you tell me if some of these people were teaching here in Aix at that time?
Yes. Barbier Tisserand is dead. Olivier Gabet has moved to Caen. Hervieux, great man. He taught aesthetics. He is a prisoner now in your country.
My country? My country is literature, poetry, music, philosophy. And the Rhine will flow in its riverbed forever.
Yes. Well, this one, no. Vadier, he ran off with some singer 30 years younger than him. I'm sorry, Professor, there are none of them left now. The years have done their damage. Ah, Bergo, yes, he's still here, but he's retired now.
Bergo, you say?
Yes, Léon Bergo. Moral philosophy. A real pain in the neck.
Can you find me some of his publications?
Yes, of course.
Salut. Where is this man?
So I said to myself, Gregor, time has come to take a nice trip abroad, a philosophical trip. I nurture the same feelings for my compatriots as Schopenhauer once did. Shame. Shame. I hope you'd believe me when I say that I found your analysis of Plato's Timaeus the most perceptive I have ever come across.
Thank you. But from Aristotle down to this disastrous century of ours, philosophy has produced no answers, only dithering speculation around the theme of evil, thereby depriving life of all significance.
Black or white?
I'm sorry.
Black or white?
Black.
You have a very cunning opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the trap? You'd move the knight, yeah?
Of course, 5 moves and I take his queen.
On the 5th move, you're checkmate.
Aye.
This is the only move to get out.
He's gone.
Did you make that move?
No. Professor Lamley did.
He must be a real master if he knows the Lasker combination. That's the move my mother loves to use. I'd like to take him on.
Thomas?
Michele! I'll go. Turn off the light!
Go check it out.
Baden-Baden, 1925. Bogoljubov against Mises. Bogoljubov decides to sacrifice his bishop and flings himself seemingly vulnerable at his opponent and wins in 7 moves. My name is Thomas von Gall, if that's who you're looking for. Oh, I can't understand what you want of him. He's just a boy.
Anyone who plays chess like you do is not just a boy.
Chess is only a game, sir. One of these days, monkeys will learn to play it.
Monkeys? I want to talk to your mother. There's nothing to be afraid of. Not for you, and not for your mother.
Don't be offended, sir. You sound a little bit like the wolf in the fairy tale.
I am not a wolf, and you are no little Red Riding Hood. I just want to talk to your mother. That's all. Do you understand? Can you help me?
I don't know where my mother is, sir.
Uh-huh. Ah. Now I realize what you are thinking. You were thinking a chessboard can easily become a prison if one is always in a defensive position, right? Hey, why didn't you sleep in your bed?
Because it was dirty.
Well, there's a bathroom.
I didn't want to disturb you, sir. You were very tired.
And you weren't. Come on. There's a little breakfast waiting for us. Sir. Come. Marmalade? No? Here you go. You're not eating? Aren't you hungry? You do love Maria, right?
Everyone loves their mother, sir.
True. That's true. What a silly question.
Why'd you kill all the people who are fond of me, sir? Why?
I cannot explain the madness of this world. Eat.
I'm sorry. Not a sign of him. He's vanished.
Thomas knows how to hide.
Yes, but where?
And he'll reappear when the time comes. I've acted like a lunatic. Total lunatic.
If she doesn't go, is it my fault?
If you were just a little brighter, you would have realized that each extra hour means more pain because of you.
Ah!
Put an end to all of this pain, Catherine. Franz.
Wait! She'll have to contact me. I don't know where Maria is. I don't know. Kill me, but leave them alone, please. Let them go. Let them go.
I'm no monster, Mademoiselle Amiel.
Why do you want to harm us?
You asked for it. We're at war. The greatest and most conclusive war ever. Do you realize what that means?
That it's causing the greatest and most conclusive evil ever.
War is purification.
No!
I have a present for you.
I'd stand no chance of winning. You're holding me in check.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. What's your next move?
I don't feel like playing right now. I'd rather go out. I want to buy an apple.
Excellent. Excellent move. Thomas! That's enough now. I'm bored. And my head's spinning.
Only idiots get bored, sir.
Hey!
Where do you think you're going, kid?
That's all right. That's all right.
Give me 10 minutes with him and I'll soon find out where his mother is.
He doesn't know where his mother is. She has to find out where he is. But I think she already knows. And she's coming to fetch him.
He wants Mummy to know that I'm in their hands. I should have stayed hidden. I shouldn't have shown myself. I made a mistake. But now I'm going to force him into play.
Have you seen his eyes? They're dazzling. My indifference to other people's pain never ceases to amaze me.
I hate kids.
So does Bossuet. You know what he says? He says that childhood is the most vile, abject state of human nature. You know who Bossuet is, of course.
One mean son of a bitch.
A bishop. A bishop. The Sun King's favorite preacher. Let's go back to the hotel.
I haven't finished my ride yet, sir.
Don't push me too far.
Okay, we'll go back to the hotel.
Then come.
Will you do me a favor first?
What is it?
Will you put this there?
What sort of a game is this?
Please?
All right.
Now watch closely. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Was that supposed to be checkmate? Little Thomas? What a spectacular idea. But a mere bluff. You need me alive. Don't forget. Otherwise, they would chop you into tiny pieces.
It's Lem.
Do you know him?
Yes.
There, at the Olive Tree Hotel. They always have at least 4 men around them. Hired killers, I guess.
Lem, why him?
Xavier is watching the hotel. There's a rear entrance, and once we're inside, we
No, Michael, enough.
I am the one Lemle wants. And has found a way to get to me.
You're wanted on the telephone, sir. It's urgent. Someone from France.
Who is it?
A woman, sir.
David, it's Maria. Maria von Gall.
Yes. Yes, I recognize your voice.
You have a son, David. His name is Thomas. Thomas was born on August the 2nd, 1931. You have to help me save our son.
What are you talking about, our son? What do you mean? Why are you calling now, out of the blue?
Forgive me, David.
You've no idea how hard I tried to find you. How much I hoped you'd call.
You're his father. Don't abandon him. I'm going to die, but Thomas mustn't. I've made a terrible mistake. Help me. You've got to believe me!
Christ, I believe you, all right? What the hell is going on? Why will he be alone? Why are you gonna die?
You can't imagine what a comfort it is to hear.
Where are you? Maria.
I'm here.
Why do you look at my hands and not into my eyes when you play? Are my hands trembling?
Check.
I know that smile. Well, like your mother. Magic. She was my student many years ago. Mother. My mother never smiled. Hey, you have me mate in 4.
Yes, sir. but I think you lost on purpose.
Who's speaking?
I don't expect people to act like angels, but I never once imagined that you'd end up working for the Nazis.
Working with the Nazis. Oh, my God, Maria. I only once dreamt I could be a hero, but I suppose I was too young. The truth is, I've always been looking for you.
Why? Professor Lamley, why?
These are strange times. You know it, I know it. Even Thomas knows it. We suffer, and there is no evident reason.
I'm not laying down any conditions. It's me in exchange for the boy. The transfer will take place in 3 days. I'll let you know the exact time and place. I'll be alone with a driver. You with Thomas and a driver. I'll get into your car, and Thomas will get into mine.
Why do you have to wait for 3 days?
Because I need 3 days to get there and put myself at your disposal. If you want me, you have to wait for me.
Thomas, your mother. Thomas!
Come. Thomas, talk to your mother. Come, you talk to your mother now.
Please. Thomas? My darling, you have to trust me. Can you hear me?
I'm only a child. I'm too young.
My darling. Forgive me.
She called. You don't need me anymore. You can let my parents go. Maria von Gall has decided to give herself up to men on your side. It's all settled.
What are you talking about?
One of your men captured her son. Maria has agreed to surrender in return for him. It's true, I swear it. The boy's father is American. He's on his way here. Maria's asked me to hand her son over to him. You don't need us anymore. Let us go. At least let my parents go, please.
Why didn't you tell me about the boy? We could have spared everyone some very unpleasant moments.
Mr. Quartermain? My name is Callaghan. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
Mr. Callaghan?
I've been warned of your arrival by the Swiss embassy. They are taking care of our interests since all of our diplomatic personnel have been called back to the States. How long are you planning to stay?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not long.
I suggest you make it as short as possible. I often wonder why none of the Quartermains have ever gone into politics.
We're very modest folks. Some of us like making money and some of us like spending it. And not reading the papers. Politics should be left to more noble figures, don't you agree?
Oh, hello. May we join you?
Oh, yes, of course, my dear.
David Quatermain.
Has Maria ever spoken about me?
No. But I've often tried to imagine what Thomas's father would be like.
How did you imagine him? Oh, I get it. I'm a disappointment. Tell me what's going on. What sort of trouble is Maria in exactly?
Maria's in no real danger. I think she called you for sentimental reasons. You have to believe me.
No, I don't want to talk to him. I just want to know if Mr. Quatermain has arrived. Good. Let me talk to the lady with him.
Maria!
Catherine, is everything all right?
Everything's fine. What about you?
Leave now. The transfer's taking place at the Montagne Saint-Victoire, 5 miles after Pouloubier. I want you and David to wait by the road. Xavier will bring you Thomas.
Maria!
Yes.
Nothing. God bless you.
Tell David I didn't want to talk to him because... No, don't tell him anything. Just tell him I'm glad I loved him.
Was that her?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you let me speak to her? Are we gonna leave now?
No. There's been a change of plan. You'll see her this evening. She'll bring the boy here herself.
But she said I'd meet her at a specific place that you were gonna point out to me.
I must leave now, Mr. Quatermain.
Catherine? Where are you going? Catherine?
Please arrange to have my car parked and bring me the keys.
Yes, sir.
Take the D17 to the Montagne Saint-Victoire. 5 miles after Pouloubier, there's a large plateau. Wait for me there 3 hours from now, and remember, neither of us will gain anything from trying to be clever.
I've never been clever.
I'm going to kill you, sir.
It'll be an honor for me. Sit on that chair. I'll take a picture. Uh-huh. Give me a smile. I'd like to remember you smiling. hier braucht die Honig, so viele Inseln stehen.
Maria's about to give herself up to men on your side. Isn't that enough for you?
I don't know who these men are, but they have to hand her over to me.
Why?
To get what the Reich wants from her. Before we can feel free to kill her.
Don't you ever feel any pity for other human beings?
I'm overflowing with pity.
Mommy.
One could even die for her.
Thomas's safety. Above everything else.
Why am I here? Suffering breaks a man. I demand reparation.
I am an SS officer. You're coming with us, madam.
I'm here on behalf of Colonel Gortz. Madame von Gall has agreed to give herself up to me.
Madame von Gall, I'm the only official representative of the Third Reich. I order you to come with me. Maria.
Don't listen to him. You're coming with me.
Himmler in person put me in charge of the von Gall case. Now get out of the way!
Let Thomas go, Professor Lemley! I told you to let Thomas go, Professor Lemley!
Let's go.
Thomas is sick. He's sick. Where the hell are we going? Here we go. Here we go. It's all right. It's all right. He's sick. We've got to get him to a hospital. We got to get to a doctor. Call the police or something.
Shut up!
3 of my men are dead. This cock-up would cost you 3 million francs. You have 24 hours to settle up.
You're fired.
$24.
We are the sick group that feels hate on a long day of joy. child, a prodigious memory. The carbon copy of his mother. Where would you hide your jewels if you had any? Huh?
3 million francs, or you're a dead lunatic.
Where are we? We haven't got time to stop!
Take the car and go.
It's all right, Thomas. We'll be off again in a minute. I'll be right back. Here we go. Hurry.
One day we'll be an ordinary mother and her son. Happy together. One day soon. I promise.
Your mother asked me to look after you, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do, all right? All right? You gotta trust me, all right? I'm David.
No! Thank you. I'll do it. I have to do this alone. You get Thomas away from here.
Thomas needs you. We must go now.
No. I want to stay here.
Come on.
No! Let go of me!
Come on.
No! I want to stay here! No!
When I was a kid, they always used to tell me not to cry. But they were wrong. There's no shame in crying. You've got every right to be mad at the world.
I'm sorry I fought with you, sir.
You're very strong.
Why did you save me, sir?
Because you gotta live, Thomas. Your mother asked me to take care of you.
Please don't talk about her.
Whatever you say.
These are the roads they can take to get to Marseille. You must search this whole triangle, because that's where they are.
Are you out of your mind? Why on earth mobilize so many men for one little boy?
Thomas is not just a little boy. He is a young, prodigious mind carrying a secret.
What exactly are you talking about?
The boy is still in France. Why haven't they sent him abroad? The only person Madame von Gall could totally trust was her own son. That's what she was crazy enough to do. Use a safe that no one would ever think of trying to open.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
The child is a brilliant chess player who is at least 12 moves ahead of his opponent. A mind that can easily conceive more than 50,000 game plans. Do you realize what that means? You know nothing about the list, because it was written in Maria's mind and that of her father. Where's the list now? In whose mind? Let me get the boy. Please.
We mustn't go to Marseille.
We gotta get help somewhere.
Now that she's dead, he'll be looking for me. And the road to Marseille is the obvious choice for Gregor.
Who's Gregor?
He's very smart, sir. He'll know that you'll try to get to Marseille and he'll stop us.
I got plenty of money.
I can sell you eggs, bread, biscuits, or bacon. That's about it.
Okay, I'll take some.
Some what?
Some eggs, biscuits, bacon, and bread. I got a kid outside who hasn't eaten for days.
How many eggs?
All of them.
Can't cry. You don't have the right to cry. You'll die devoured by rats.
An American with a young boy and a woman. They came by about noon. Germans, SS. If you continue south, you'll run into a roadblock. Try making a detour through Saint-Hippolyte. I only sell eggs, bacon, or biscuits.
Of course. Well, it seems you were right, Thomas. But we're gonna fool them. You'll see.
why are we stopping?
We're tired.
We mustn't stop! I'm not tired!
You gotta get some sleep, and so does she. And to tell you the truth, I'm pretty bushed myself.
While we stop and sleep, he'll stay awake and keep going. Can't you understand that?
Thomas, this guy, whoever he is, isn't some sorcerer with magic powers. But I'm not made of iron, and I don't think you are either.
You don't know how to play chess, do you?
No, I'm not very good at it. I haven't played enough. But I got a lot of imagination. Now, stay here and don't make a sound.
I have to play this game alone. Kathy's dead. My Kathy's dead. Kathy!
I'm all right. I'm all right.
The house is empty. Let's get inside. No lights. No telephones. Never let me say that I despise luxury again. Still, there's a lot of bedrooms. You can take your pick. What's with the propane?
I found some tea and
Why don't you let me have it?
No, I can do it.
Would you let me please?
No!
Get...
I don't need your sympathy!
You stop feeling so sorry for yourself.
I'm not. You know, when I told my father I was joining Maria's organization, I expected the usual parental words of warning. Take care. Think of the risks. But instead, he only said one thing. Promise me you'll stay loyal. Come what may. Because other people's lives will depend on you.
Catherine. I'm only going to be able to do this with you. Thomas can be your redemption. And mine, too.
There's a dead woman upstairs. She probably had nothing more to hope for. So she went to bed and waited for death. Look. She's smiling.
Let's get out of here.
I need to know you'll be strong enough to carry on if I ever die. You'll be the only one to have the codes to open the Swiss bank accounts. You know we used that money to save people's lives. Find Andreas Ladzik in Geneva, 9, Place de la Cathédrale. He'll tell you what to do. This nightmare has to end and never return. And no sacrifice is too great. You understand, don't you, Thomas?
If I had a son, I'd want him to be exactly like you.
I don't believe you're my father.
It doesn't matter whether I am or not. I loved your mother more than anyone else in the world.
My mother didn't love my father. She hardly knew him. I don't think she had much respect for him either.
But she did send me to come and get you.
I don't believe you.
Thomas, why don't you tell me about this Gregor guy?
He says he was Mummy's friend. He was her teacher, but not our friend. It's not possible. I don't know why he enjoys doing evil. I asked him, but he didn't reply. You know.
Anyone who's killed love within himself is capable of doing evil, filling other people's lives with misery. But you're not alone anymore, Thomas. There's two of us now.
Greg is furious. Because Mummy's dead and he let me get away.
What does he want from you? What does he want from you, Thomas?
Gregor hated my mother. And now he hates me.
What will he do?
He'll play the spider.
The spider?
He's built his web. Now he'll sit and wait. Sooner or later we'll step on a thread and he'll feel the vibrations.
If we manage to get away from the spider, what do you say you come and live with me in America?
I can't, sir.
German soldiers.
Spit on your fingers or they'll smell the smoke.
Get the kettle from the kitchen.
They'll find us.
No, they won't.
How do you know?
I'm no chess player, but I know a little bit about the psychology of spiders. They're cowards. Come on.
Hey, look, it's a Gestapo car. We'd better report this to headquarters.
Disgusting. No need to piss your pants. She's laughing. Can't you see she's laughing? What the hell has she got to laugh about? Let's go.
Yeah? 1 mile south of Gojak. Yes. I've got it.
Professor Lemne?
They found Miller's car. I'm going there.
We've identified the American. His name is David Quatermain. A valuable name for the Reich, meaning I want Quatermain too. Alive.
Quatermain.
We all thought you were dead. The strings your family's been pulling, trying to find you. The Swiss ambassador in Vichy is never off the phone. All airspace is now under German control. No way of getting an airplane. Not even for a Quatermain. What the hell were you thinking of disappearing into thin air like that?
Callaghan, there isn't time for an explanation. I've got a woman and a child that I need to get to safety. Now tell me what to do.
Try to get to Perpignan before midnight. Place de la Loge. Before midnight. After that, we'll have to cross the Spanish border without you.
But I haven't got a car. I need to get a car. Can you send me one? Excuse me, which village are we in?
Lambesque.
Thank you very much, madam. We're in Lambesque.
Are you out of your mind? Mr. Quatermain, don't you realize what's happening?
Yes, I know what's happening. Don't you understand that Yeah, honey. I think about you all the time. I'm dreaming about your eyes and...
Can I have a
Yeah,
snack,
of
please?
course I do. I can't wait to see you, too.
Mr. Quatermain?
Hey, you!
I'm talking to my girlfriend.
Papers!
I'll call you back, honey.
Papers!
Excuse me. Your friend, he's ill. He fell on the floor, he's fainted. He's sick! Hurry!
I wish I was able to explain to you what happened. But I can't. Thomas, will you forgive me one day? Will you understand? One day.
See my father.
He'd be a good father.
I asked you if he is my father.
Yes, he's your father.
You mustn't begin to love people who are going to die. When playing chess, you can't love the pieces during the game. It would be ridiculous. You have to be prepared to sacrifice them.
Thomas, what are you saying?
It's what grown-ups often do with children, isn't it? Use them and then sacrifice them.
I have a car. It was like taking candy from a baby. You see, Thomas, even when you're in a jam and everything seems lost, something could come along when you're least expecting it. And you've got to seize the chance. I guess the same thing happens on a chessboard, right? Anyway, I spoke to an American representative, and he says if we can get to Perpignan by midnight, then we can cross into Spain and we'll be safe.
I can't go to Spain. I have to head north, across the Rhone and into Switzerland.
What?
It's okay, I can go by myself. I'll be all right. Good thing about being small is you can hide easily.
What are you talking about, going to Switzerland? France has been invaded by the Nazis, and they're between us and Switzerland right now. The only logical thing to do is to go to Spain.
We'll never get to Spain. Gregor will find us before we reach Nîmes. I'm going to Switzerland, sir.
You're going to do what I say, Thomas. Do you get it? You can't manage on your own.
My mother told me everything I need to know to manage on my own.
Then why did she call me?
I don't know.
Because you need me, Thomas. You gotta trust me. We can get to Perpignan tonight, and we'll be safe.
My mother wanted me to go to Switzerland if she died right away, and that's where I'm going.
Why Switzerland?
Thomas, why Switzerland?
I have to put a secret in a safe place.
Is it that important?
It's more important than my grandfather's life. It's more important than my mother's. And it's certainly more important than mine.
Here? Or here? Maybe here? Or more likely here?
Are you psychic? Is this how you carry out your research?
This is no research. I'm just thinking.
With your hand?
With many parts of my body, but I'll answer you only with my brain. They're heading northeast towards Switzerland.
What are you talking about? Heading for Switzerland would be suicide. They are probably trying to reach Perpignan and crossing to Spain.
I believe the little boy is moving towards the source of his secret.
And the American and the girl will allow themselves to be led by a child?
The girl will follow him because she is riddled with guilt. And that moron, like all Americans, enjoys playing the hero. Thomas is very special. I am the only one who can really understand him, and I am convinced that he has no time for this father. He only wants me.
They spotted the car on the D224 heading for Fresnay.
As I told you.
What do you see?
The Earth breathing.
Is it breathing peacefully? No spider webs?
Those are never visible, sir.
You don't have to call me sir, you know.
I know, sir.
Let's keep going. We can look for another bridge.
It's useless. They've got them all blocked.
There's another one. 47 kilometers north. Maybe we should try it.
There's only 3 of them here. Why don't we wait until dark? I'll get them to follow me, and then you two can make a run for it.
That's crazy. We have to stick together. We can't split up.
What do you say, Thomas?
I think you're right. It's the only way.
You ever been in love, Thomas?
I'm only 11.
I was head over heels in love when I was your age. Her name was Betty. She was this beautiful blonde. I'd seen her at school. I was so far gone, I used to have to lay down on the marble floor. It was the only way that I could cool down.
Did you tell her you loved her?
Used to send her dozens of dolls and flowers every day. And there was this one time, I stole some money out of my grandfather's pockets while he was napping. And I paid for this small band to serenade her.
Did Betty fall in love with you?
She was 25.
And you knew her at school?
She was my singing teacher. You know why I told you this?
Yes, because you want me to grow fond of you.
And you don't want to like me, do you? There you go.
No, because you're going to die too.
I'd sell my life dearly, Thomas. You can bet on that. And even if you don't want to hear it, now that I know you, my life is worth a lot more to me. I told you that story because I wanted to see you smile.
Gregor has killed everyone who loved me. I never asked you to love me.
I know. But nothing can stop me from loving you. And I don't give a damn about dying if it means it'll help to save you.
It won't help at all. Not at all. You have to start thinking clearly, sir. You should give up now while there's still a chance.
We're gonna see this game through to the end, together. And that's a promise.
I don't want Gregor to kill you.
He won't.
I scratched my arm, but I think it was worth it.
Once you get across the bridge, run to the left and through the trees.
He looks like me.
Your nose isn't that big. Head northeast for Meermond and Kleoskla. And I'm going to draw them towards Mazin. All right, we're ready. When you get to Geneva, go to the Quartermain Manhattan Bank at La Rue de la Confédération and ask for me. If I'm not there, contact my cousin Larry. My family will help you. Look after him for me.
He'll be the one looking after me. Promise me you won't get caught.
I'll do my best.
Wait! I'd just like to say that the idea of using the dead woman to scare away the Germans was a brilliant move.
Thank you, Thomas.
I'll see you in Geneva.
If you get there first, order me a martini. Extra dry.
Thomas, calm down. Please. Life isn't just easy answers to easy questions. It would be great if it was, but life often asks you difficult questions. Sometimes too difficult. We have to go, Thomas.
Does it bother you if I smoke? It's not because I'm a heavy smoker, but I just can't stand the smell of old papers. Can you leave us alone, please? Tell me something. Are you really Thomas's father? Or have you got yourself into this mess out of love? Maria came along at the crossroads in my life. If she would have taken my hand, perhaps I would be a different man today. Of course. She didn't know how to choose.
Come on, get up. We mustn't stop.
She created a tiny monster just to have him carry out an absurd mission. Maria has never been innocent. She always had a hidden purpose. So, what could have induced her to want a child by you?
Something she would never have confided in you. I'm sure of that.
Sorry for the blood. You've got nice hands to caress with. I adore that little boy, and I'm going to find him. The idea of having him back is some compensation for these dark days. Of course, I have to do everything to make him talk. Luckily, suffering and blood have never bothered me. Least of all that of children. They are much closer to animals than we are. Like little lion cubs. You know what Diderot said? It's not enough to do good, Mr. Quarterman. You also have to do it well.
Don't forget, you cross the square along the church, then you take the road leading north. A 7-hour walk through the mountains and you're in Switzerland.
Thanks again.
Good luck!
Goodbye.
Stop! Coming with us!
You want from us? Across the square.
Wir brauchen die Mappe.
Just have to wait until they leave.
No, Thomas, come here. Come here.
What is it? Kathy, answer me. What is it? Kathy.
Thomas. As soon as the way is clear, run. Run.
Kathy, wait. Where are you going? Come back.
Take her away. Take her away. I can't help you. It's you. Tell me what I want to know.
Tell me now!
Mr. Quatermain? Mr. Quatermain, do you hear me?
What day is it?
I must apologize for Professor Lemler's behavior. I certainly never expected this of him.
Where's Thomas? What have you done with him?
He vanished. But I'm not here to talk about the boy, Mr. Quatermain. I'm here to talk about you. My name is Joachim Gauss. I'm a great admirer of your family. See, when we came to power, Wall Street did a great deal to help finance our party, especially your family. You've done very good business thanks to us.
What are you talking about?
Put it down there. Thank you. Oh, yes, I forgot. You've never bothered about business. You're one of those who likes to spend their lives enjoying themselves. Well, you've done so partly with our money. Now, don't tell me you didn't know. Sugar? What on earth made you come over here?
Best decision I ever made in my life, Mr. Goetz.
Goetz. The name is Goetz.
What do you want from me, Mr. Goetz?
The war makes everything more difficult nowadays, but we still have important ties with businessmen in your country and with your family in particular. Steel, oil, banking facilities. The Reich needs all of those. Money has its own rules, its own morality, its own strategy, and they're not necessarily those of politics.
Why don't you just kill me and get the hell out of here?
Now listen to me, Mr. Quatermain. The world's progress depends on good business deals, and it's in everyone's interest to strike such deals. Now, this determination of yours to play the hero has not only disturbed your family, but compromised our relations. We have your family's bank in Geneva on the line. You will ask for your cousin Larry, tell him that you're fine and that everything is all right, and most importantly, that our work together must resume.
Go screw yourself.
My father's not here.
When will he be back?
He'll be away for a while. Why do you want to see him?
I absolutely have to talk to him as soon as possible. It's urgent.
Bonjour.
Good afternoon, sir.
Passeport?
Welcome to Geneva, Mr. Wachstein. Thank you. 34.
I brought you something to eat.
When will your father be back?
I don't know. He comes and goes. It's to do with the war. I think he's in Poland now. What do you need to tell him?
I need your father for something very important, understand?
I'm sorry. You just have to wait.
Where's your mother?
She left when I was 5. I hardly remember her.
Where did she go?
Ran off with another man. Papa said she was always chasing after unhappiness. I don't want to be like her.
My mother went away too.
Do you have a photograph of her?
No. She didn't like to be photographed.
And your father?
I don't have a father either. I'm an orphan.
So you're free to do whatever you want?
Shh.
What is it?
Don't talk. Don't make a sound. He killed my mother and everyone else. As long as he's alive, we're all in danger.
If you like, I'll go out and follow him. I'll see where he lives. And when Papa and his friends come back, they'll know what to do.
Your father and his friends aren't here. It's only you and me for now. Greg is a chess master. Do you play chess? He doesn't make his moves to win, but to kill. He's like a shadow. When that shadow comes close to you, you can hardly breathe. With him alive, many people's lives are in danger. That's why I have to stop him. It's what my mother wanted. Even chess masters forget the meaning of their moves and end up crushed on the board. It happened to the great Emanuel Lasker. I'll need a suit. And a gun.
Mr. Charles, your client is waiting in your office.
Oh, thank you.
May I see Larry Quartermain, please?
And what would be the nature of your business, young man?
It's personal.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go up without an appointment.
Who is this boy?
He wants to see Mr. Larry.
I'm his secretary. Will I do?
I want news on David Quartermain.
What on earth for?
Please stop asking questions. Just tell me he's alive and I'll leave.
I know nothing about Mr. David, but at least tell me who you are.
And Thomas. A friend of his. Thomas von Gall. Please, miss. If David arrives, tell him he can find me every afternoon at the chess club on Rue de Rue Collège. Tell him I need him. You're a very good player, sir.
Thank you. Do you play?
I was just wondering if you realized that if your opponent had moved his bishop to c5 for his 11th move, the whole game plan would have gone to pieces. You'd have lost your knight first and then your queen. Sir. Would you like a game, sir?
Yes, please sit down.
Good morning, Mr. Bachstein.
Good morning to you. There is a chess club in town, right?
There are a few chess clubs in Geneva. I believe the best one is on the Rue du Vieux Collège.
Rue du?
La Rue du Vieux Collège.
It's far from here?
No, sir. You just out the door to your left. It's about 5 minutes. It's right next to the cathedral.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
A small boy beat Louvier yesterday. Made him look like a beginner.
I can't believe it.
Do you remember the Lilienthal Khan game?
Yes, indeed.
The boy used a similar tactic.
I've made you some chiffons. Nobody makes them as well as I do. Do you know why? Because I add so much sugar in. There's this thing, too. Don't you want to see it?
I'm afraid it might make me lose my appetite. And these look so good. They are good.
Is that your mother? This is my father. He told me once she was the most fantastic woman he'd ever known. That is her, isn't it? I'm sure it is. You look like her.
Put it away.
I was going to give it to you.
I said put it away. I don't want to see her. I knew an Italian called Michele. He could hit an apple at 200 yards.
That's a safety catch. You release it like this.
Just now I was only scared a little. Now it's much worse.
Your hand isn't shaking, though.
It will.
Why don't you give me a hug?
Made in 7. The boys won.
Made in 7? It's impossible.
Shall we play? Yes?
Just a moment. Why mate in 7?
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. May I play now? Thank you.
I'm very glad to see you, sir.
So am I, Thomas. Now.
I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Why should you be?
Because this time, I know either I kill you or you kill me.
A child shouldn't talk about death.
A child talks about what he sees, sir.
Cousin David. How are you?
Oh. Can you leave us?
Yeah, just give us a few moments. So, that's the thanks I get for getting you out of there, huh?
What sort of deal did you make with those bastards?
Well, a very profitable one. Very profitable indeed.
You piece of shit.
Well, they threatened to leave you naked in a wood, strangled and pumped full of cocaine.
Doesn't matter what they were gonna do to me. They've already killed my son.
Your son?
And now I find out that my family sells them oil and steel.
No. How long have you had a son?
11 years. And in that whole time, I've always wondered why his mother just disappeared. And I've discovered it's because her son's father belongs to a family of Americans that does business with the Nazis.
So, where were you when we were working around the clock, making money for you? Fishing? Vermont? Surrounded by beautiful and adoring dames? Investment goes where the money is. War, politics. It's a whole other ballgame. You can't preach to me, David. Can't dictate the rules. You're out of it, buddy. And you should thank me and the family that you're still alive.
You'd better warn my beloved family. They're gonna wish they left me for dead.
Slight family misunderstanding. David Quatermain showed up.
My name is Francois Tiersen. I'd like to take you on.
Thomas von Gall. Pleased to meet you. Perhaps a little later.
Whenever you're ready, I'm always here.
I was expecting you, my boy. Your mother had you memorize that list? Am I right?
Yes.
And now you're going to give me that list.
No, sir.
No.
I don't believe I shall.
How? That's my boy. But I fear you won't have the courage to shoot.
My hand isn't shaking, sir.
Evil. Evil is man, his cruelty and his pain. But you're like her. Too intelligent for this uninhabitable world. If you don't kill me, then you'll have lost. Just like her. Go on.
I'm a child.
Yes. Goodbye, little Thomas. Dreams are impossible. There is no redemption.
Thomas! 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 Stay there! Come on.
I am Andreas Lasek.
We've been expecting you, Mr. von Gall.
This is Mr. von Gall.
Sorry. Please follow me, please.
Everything all right, Thomas?
I don't seem to remember anything.
Close your eyes and picture the chessboard. Remember all the moves you made. This last move is the one you need to win the game.
Is this Mr. von Gall?
Yes. And I am Andreas Lasek, trustee of Maria von Gall, Thomas's mother. Off you go, Thomas.
Well then, Thomas, we are waiting.
Everything your mother did, she did because she wanted a better world for you. You're her hope.
Aaron Josef, Mohrenstraße, 62. Lübeck, code 007 19066. Access Bach 99. Aronovich Johann, Schlossgartenstraße, 62. Darmstadt, code 485-621-584. Access Prague 7. Ashkenaza, Andreas and Miriam, Heidplatz 15, Regensburg, code 445-869-428. Access. Call all sites. Gruntal Moses. Outcast 11. Code 091 428 694. Access Least 1000. Bernstein Emmanuel. Korkhausstrasse 921. Code 485 921 694.
Thank you, Thomas. On behalf of all those who will be saved.
It was my duty.
I made you some more Schiefels. Are you coming home?
Yeah. She puts lots of sugar in. This way they're so good.
Now, you have to take it.
Thanks. Do you mind if I take a little walk alone? I'll see you later.
We'll wait for you at home.
Thomas, you want to see America? My offer still stands.
I'd like to see it, sir.
And of course, if you don't like it, you can come back whenever you want.
I think I'll be fine with you, sir.
Oh, Thomas. I hate it when you call me sir.
What would you like me to call you?
I think it would make her happy if you called me Daddy. What do you think?
All right. Daddy will do. Daddy.